indeed with you. Holy Circle Gaming. Thank you for rocking with your boy. Like always, definitely a privilege and an honor to do as such. Know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do something a little bit different. I don't get a chance to get something on the topical, but let's get topical for a quick second. Little while ago, we had that Florida shooting, and that was super tragic, pretty crazy. You know, prayers and blessings go out to each and every member that was affected by that, and as well as the school as well. But there's a little bit of a topic that we got to talk about in regards to that, because it still was kind of bugging me a little bit when I saw articles and things coming out in regards to the school shooting. One of which was this. You have this Kentucky governor talking about blaming games for the shooting. Now, I understand that people always want to blame something in regards to a kid going crazy, shooting up a school and whatnot. But why are we sitting up here blaming gaming out of all things? You know, games are not the sole reason why something goes bad or something goes wrong. Let's keep it a buck. Here's what I'm going to tell you about games. Games are designed in many different categories. If anybody even pays attention to any of the ESRB, in which y'all should if you're parents, y'all would know this. You have your basic ones that has an E rating for your kids stuff. You got your T rating, and then you got your M rating, and then you got your AO ratings. And all of them on the back of every single game will tell you anything in regards to the game that you need to know. So, does the game companies, do the right thing by letting you know what the game is about? Absolutely correct. Now, in regards to the shooting, let's go back to that for a quick second. In the shooting, was there anything said about that kid being a gamer? I don't think so. He may have been, he may not have been, we don't know. And even if he was a gamer, what type of gamer was he? Was he a gamer who played, Call of Duty and stuff? Or was he a gamer who played Ratchet and Clank and Need for Speed? We don't know that either. So why are we blaming the games and gaming companies for something that was tragic when we don't even know too much about this kid? And let's say he was a gamer. It's up to the parents to make the decision on which game a kid should play. I'm a parent. I have three kids. I have two kids of mine and my other daughter as well. So trust me, I got three kids who are all gamers, who all play different variations of game. 16, 13, and 12 respectively. Don't get it wrong. When my son, when he was like 8, 9, 10, and when he asked me to play some mature games, I told him no. And there was a reason why. Because I was being a good parent to not to expose him to certain games, even though his friends were playing. But I could tell you by a person who used to work in the industry who would sell games, and I can see parents coming in all the time with their 5-year-old, with their 6-year-old, and they will be like, well, my kid wants to play Grand Theft Auto, so I'm going to buy them Grand Theft Auto. Is that the gamer's fault? Is that the game developer's fault? Is that Rockstar's fault? No, that's not Rockstar's fault for a parent making a decision to buy a game for the kid. It's the parent's fault. So if you're going to blame gaming, don't blame games, because the game companies tell you the right thing. They will tell you on every single game if there's violence, if there's shooting, if there's blood, if there's nudity, anything of like that. But it's the parents who's been dumbed down to say, well, I don't care. I'm just going to get it for my kid anyway just to make him happy. Okay, so when your kid goes out there and starts to emulate these things at a younger age, that's the problem. That's not the gaming company's fault. That is the parents' fault. So don't blame Rockstar, EA, Square Enix, or any of them for issues like this. Blame the parents who don't watch what their kids play. That is a parenting issue. When it comes to this shooting, as tragic as it may be, and it's extremely tragic, and you see instances like this all the time, it's really on the parents to really have a good pulse and a good feel for what their kids are doing or what their kids are about. You really got to be real hands-on when it comes to, making sure you are aware of what your kids are doing. I don't care if they're on their social media. I don't care if they're doing gaming. I don't care if they're at school doing their events. You need to have a pulse of what your kid is doing. That's what it comes down to. And that's the one thing in the article that was conveyed. That's the one thing that was conveyed across the news. The parents said, I know he was adopted or whatnot, but we didn't know too much about the kids. Even though he followed everything he was supposed to do in the house and the household, we didn't know too much about him thereafter. Guess what? It is still the parents' responsibility to get a pulse of what their kid is about. You try to do whatever you can to know. If your kid is into something, you need to know that. If your kid is playing games he is supposed to, you need to know that too. But don't blame the games or the gaming companies for issues and situations and scenarios that's not even gaming related. That is a parent issue, not a game company issue. So to that governor, Mr. Bevins from Kentucky, who said, oh, blame games, don't always throw games out there like it's supposed to be the scapegoat for everything, because it's not gaming. It is the parents who need to pay attention to what their kids are doing. Y'all know who I am, man. I just want to talk to you real fast. I'm Mr. True Indeed, of course. Y'all know who I represent. It's Holy Circle Gaming, like always. It's God above everything. And blessings and everything go out to the families affected by that Florida shooting. God above everything, y'all. Till the next time, y'all. We'll do it again soon. Salute.